Hey there, today I wanted to show you guys how to retwist your locks at home using your Lockology locking butters. Now I've already washed and retwisted my hair, but I left two little sections out in the front just so that I could demonstrate to you how I do it. Now you'll need a couple things. This is my Lockology lavender and honey locking butter that I'm going to use to twist. I have a spray bottle and my lock band and a couple of alligator clips. Now, the first thing that I normally do is make sure that my hair is still moist. You don't ever really want to retwist your hair while it's dry because apart from being painful, it just won't give you a lasting hold. So you want to make sure that your hair is always moisturized when you retwist. So what I'm going to do is just give it a little mist. This already pretty much moist, but I'll just mist it again just to make sure. And then I separate my sections. Ooh, I almost forgot. This is what I use the bands to do. I use it to hold my locks up in a ponytail. Normally, that's the first thing I do when I'm going to start retwisting my hair. And the reason I do that is because I find it's easier to do it this way and then just take one lock at a time and retwist it. Now, it's just a loose ponytail. I don't do it too tight. All right, so now you're going to separate your sections. And it's very important that you make sure that you have an even amount of hair going to each lock because if not, your roots can get thin. So you don't want to have thin roots or thin edges. So you're going to make sure that you separate your sections properly and have the new growth evenly distributed. Then I'm going to get a little bit, just about this much, locking butter on my finger and apply it to the root of my lock and work it all the way down the shaft just to kind of moisturize it. Now, then I'm going to do this and just twist it just like this. Now I always twist in the same direction because if you twist clockwise this time and counterclockwise the next time, then you're going to end up with little pockets in your locks that you don't want. So I always try to twist it in the same direction all the time. Now, the next thing I'll do is I'll just clip it like that. And there you have it. Now I'll do it again, just a little bit of locking butter, apply it to the root, work it down the shaft, and then retwist just like this. See? Now, another thing that is very important is that never twist until you start seeing your locks curling up at the roots just like this. The reason for that is that you don't want to over twist your locks and then get thin roots, as I mentioned before. So never twist until it starts looping over like that. Once it lays flat, then you're good. Another thing that I like to do is this. I always put my hand, I put my finger maybe about 2 inches in and then roll the end of my locks just like this to smooth out the little fuzz and new growth that could happen along the way. Now, the reason I put my finger here is because I don't want to keep twisting my roots. The object is not to over twist your roots and then, end up with problems in the long run. So I put my finger here to stop the root from twisting while I twist the rest of my shaft and smoothen it out with my fingers just like this. And then I just clip it just like that. And there you have it. That's how I retwist my locks at home.